Hey guys, so we're back once again, this time to analyze more crypto charts for all of you with the goal, no? Because we have been seeing a lot of price action over the past few days, a lot of downward movement, and let's try to revisit some of the larger cap cryptos along with some mid cap cryptos as well. And let's look at it from a technical analysis point of view. But please do note this before I start, don't just buy, trade, or execute based on what you see here. Please do your own due diligence. At the end of the day, it's your money, it's your responsibility. This is based on what the technicals is from my perspective, but at the end of the day, we all have different trading styles, we all have different analysis and also risk tolerances. So at the end of the day, don't listen to what I say or what other people will say or whatever YouTube channel you watch. Take the time to build your own conviction. But I do hope that as I share this, it gives you enough information also to actually see the logic, the rationale on how I combine candlesticks, support and resistance, RSI, MACD, or other technical analysis indicators or fixes that I currently use. So let's start. Let's talk about Bitcoin. And I've been mentioning this over and over that over the past days we've still seen it still be below significant moving averages. But if you try to move, if I try to zoom in here, you will see that it's in oversold levels. It's trying to form a base right here, somewhere around the 42,000 mark, and it's trying to at least go out from the oversold level. And for the first time, it's trying to at least pierce the first level of short-term resistance we have, which is the 7-day moving average, which as of this point in time is somewhere around the 42,797 mark. So that being said, there's a very thin and support very thin support level somewhere around here at the 41,400 mark. But if it breaks past this 7-day moving average, then could possibly bring the next resistance somewhere around here to the 46,000 level. So on a more optimistic scenario, we have been seeing it stay and hold and build a base here. It hasn't gone below the 41,400 mark for the past 4 days, at least closing above that. It's pushing above oversold levels and it's trying to go above or attack the 7-day moving average. Failure to break the 7-day moving average, then the possible range will be this tight area. Support is somewhere around this 42,700 mark. Or resistance is around the 42,700 mark, while you have your support level somewhere around here at the 41,500. Breakout again from the 7-day moving average will lead it to the next possible resistance of 46,088, supported also by the 25-day moving average, which is very close to where I'm plotting this line right here. Again, on a more negative or pessimistic scenario, if the 41,000 mark does not hold, you have a support line here at the 40,609 mark. And if you zoom out even further, you have another one here somewhere around the 37,960 level. So those are the possible levels of support should a retracement possibly happen. Now let's look at the second largest crypto in the market. We have Ethereum. We have ETH. Comment down below if you're learning and if this is something that's helping you. Anyways, for ETH, it's almost the same scenario. It's building also a base, at least a short-term support level. The short-term support level for Ethereum right now is around 3,071. MACD is still bearish. RSI, it's close to oversold levels. It's trying to cross up. It's not as close to where Bitcoin was, no, towards the 7-day moving average. But if I mentioned that you have a short-term support here at the 3,071 mark, you also have a resistance somewhere around here at the 3,300 mark also for Ethereum. That being said, also I posted something talking about Ethereum that if you try to make a line here, there's a possibility that you could also draw a downward trending slope here, that if you want a breakage of this downward trend, it must break out from this downward trending level, downward trending resistance, which also coincides to where the 25-day moving average is. So I think to get out of this downward trend, it must break out of the 25-day moving average. But above and beyond that, it also must break this downward line. And that being said, if it does that, it also breaks out already of the very significant and very long and strong 200-day moving average. Now let's look at BNB. Let's look at BNB. This is where BNB is. So If you look at BNB right now, it's also following almost the same trajectory as what Bitcoin and Ethereum has been doing. It's below the 200-day moving average. It's oversold. It has also built a support level for at least for BNB. It's somewhere around 428. Short-term resistance is where the 200-day and the 7-day moving average would meet. It's somewhere around the 453 and 459 mark. Breakout from that, possible next resistance is at the 513 level. If this level right here does not hold, possible retracement is here, 402, followed by here at the 386 mark. So those are the support levels to look at least for BNB. Now let's look at Solana. Again, we're going through the larger crypto slash tokens that we have available. And there was a post that I shared in Facebook, that Solana is bucking the trend. It's doing something different. If Bitcoin, Ethereum, and BNB drop below the 200-day moving average, Solana is also forming a base. But as it's forming a base, you can see right here, it's holding right above the 200-day moving average, which is somehow forming up as its level of support. So from where we are right now, you have a support level here, 135, possible as it continues to bounce, should it continue to hold, it will first attack similar to Bitcoin, Ethereum, and BNB, the 7-day moving average, which is at 147. Then next possible resistances would be at 154 and around 171. The 171 mark is where the 25-day moving average is. So let's see how it could possibly go. Solana is also outside already the oversold levels, but MACD is still not showing us a change in direction, and it's also not showing us yet a specific reversal as of this point in time. Now let's look at Avalanche, AVAX. AVAX is up around 5+%. It's one of the few ones that did not that dropped but did not retrace strong enough to hit the 200-day moving average. But that being said, allow me to draw a support and resistance line here. Possible support for AVAX is somewhere here around the 77 mark, which it did an intraday wick last January 8th. Then if you put another line here, possible resistance that you could draw using horizontal lines is around the 124 mark. So right now, AVAX is close to the short-term resistance, which is a 7-day moving average. Failure to break that, then it could pose a very very thin range: 90 resistance, 77 support. Breakout from 90.34. Next resistances will be here at the 25-day moving average, which is around 106, and then the next one is around the 124 mark. Next one is I'd like to talk about. Let's look at maybe Matic. Um, Matic, now what's interesting about Matics, and if you've been noticing the videos that I've been creating, I've been focusing a lot of the content also based on L1 smart contract blockchains. And if you notice it also, what you as investors, as traders, what you normally will focus on, talk about, and also be excited are will be a reflection of cryptos that you actually like and cryptos that you have spent a lot of time with and time on, because there are people who will be experts on DeFi, there will be people who will be experts on the metaverse, on gaming. So my suggestion is try to find a niche that you actually know so that you can build on something, and as you build on that, it builds the conviction also that's necessary. So similar to Avalanche, Matic Matic also retraced, but it did not drop. Did not drop to the 200-day moving average like Solana. It did not go below. It did not go below the 200-day moving average like Bitcoin and Ethereum and BNB, but it dropped, and which was a very very big drop nonetheless, from 2.86 to somewhere it wicked below $2 also. But doing so, it did not even hit RSI oversold levels. MACD though dipped a bit below the zero line cross, but it's somehow upheld. No, if you're going to try to zoom out right here, the 200-day moving average, which acted as a very very strong support. As you can see right here, strong support, strong support, strong support. It did not even touch this, which goes to show the possibility that its long-term uptrend is still pretty much intact with it just facing some short-term corrections, which is evidenced by the breakdown from the 7-day moving average, the breakdown from the 25-day moving average. So right now, it's doing something that's similar to what's happening to Bitcoin, Ethereum, BNB, Solana, and Avalanche. It's trying to attack the 7-day moving average. Failure to break that, possible next support is still here, somewhere around the 1.79 level. Possible next resistances will be here at the 25-day moving average at 2.36, and then followed by here at the 2.8 resistance. So two possible resistances that's available. Then support levels, you have one here, 1.8, and then back at the 200-day at 1.54, the 1.54 US dollar mark. I want to talk about FTM also. So much people asking about FTM in the charts. Let's look at FTM here. For FTM, it had a bit also of retracement. So from what you can see right here, it's very, very evident that you have a resistance. Allow me to fix this. You have a resistance here at the 2.93 level. Possible support as evidenced also um, by it hitting it and starting to bounce around the 25-day moving average, which is close to which is close to here, 2.15 or 2.05 to 2.15 level. Current consolidatory range is 2.08 support. Um, Close also to the 25-day moving average, and then the resistance is at 2.93. Then you also have a short-term resistance as to where the 7-day moving average is at the 2.6 mark. MACD is still showing that FTM is still above the zero line cross. It's still pushing. It's still confirming whatever trend that we currently have for it is still pretty much there. It just has a short change in direction. Unlike majority of the coins that we talked about, FTM did not hit oversold levels, meaning selling happened, but it wasn't as pronounced and fast as the other coins and tokens that we actually discussed as well. Maybe I want to end with what's something interesting. Let's look at our weave maybe. Okay, so for ARUSDT, this is the current trajectory of it. As you can see right here, this is your resistance. This is your current support level. It did not even hit the 200-day moving average. It's, as you can see now, I think that's what makes technical analysis very interesting, and how the market normally moves at almost the same stride. Majority of them, regardless if they were sold down massively, all of them, even for some that went below the 200-day mark, for some that are still above it, they're all now trying to attack the 7-day moving average. So I guess one thing to watch out for over the next few days is the current team right now is it has somehow built a short-term buying area, as we've seen, as evidenced by we haven't really seen it drop massively over the past days after the large drop. And as it started to build the base, it's trying to catch up right now to the 7-day moving average. So, prevailing theme would be break out from the 7-day moving average. It could attack the next ones there, and that could be an area for upside. However, failure to break that, we might see a short-term consolidatory level where it goes back to the recent support prior to the drop, during the drop, or it could, which could lead also to probably more selling if the support level that it hit previously does not hold. So very, very interesting to combine different indicators and oscillators together for you, not for you to be able to get a broader picture of how things are going. So over the next few days, weeks, and months throughout the year, I'm gonna be active once again, making videos talking about the charts also. But above and beyond that, we're still going to talk about it also from a technology perspective and from an investing perspective. Doing this because I know there's still a lot of people who follow me also, that have a stock market technical analysis background, and it would be a good use also that since you have already built the skills in analyzing stocks using technical analysis, analyzing markets, looking at the charts, you can superimpose that skill and use that also in the cryptocurrency market. So there will be some that will just be hodlers, there will be some that will DCA, there will be some that will accumulate, there will be some that will be buying ETH, Solana, Avalanche to be able to buy the NFTs in their respective platforms. But there will be some also that will be trading. And technical analysis is a very, very good and interesting way to be able to do it. So there, if you guys have any questions or if you guys have any other requests for other tokens, coins that we talk about, put it in the comment section below. If you want to learn more about technical analysis, I have a pre-recorded Zoom course. Link is in the description below if you want to join. I also have written books about it from a stock market context on how you can analyze using the charts. You can check it out down below. It's available via Shopee and Lazada. For those who want to support me, I have NFTs that are available that you can check them out. They're available in Binance NFT. And I guess that's it. I hope this is something that helped you. Happy lunch, everyone, and I hope this video helps you trade well, trade strong, trade smart. See you all again soon. God bless you.